Nice weather today with the wind being more stable. I guess that's better for flying. And what's going on today? I guess in terms of flying things like a drone, apparently there were leaks of DJI's upcoming drone delivery drone. This one here says, here's DJI's official teaser with the new delivery drone. So there isn't much to see. Basically, it is what it is. It's basically a leak of the trailer, it seems. In terms of drone delivery though, it makes me wonder, will people actually use DJI drones for that? Because in many places they're actually banning them. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing them lobbying like crazy, I guess, for people to actually use these types of solutions. I just know with all the tension around the world, geopolitical stuff, I don't know if this will be a success in other places aside from, let's just say, China and all that. I know there were other drone deliveries being announced for 2024 as well. The DJI one looks pretty small, but how about this one? It says autonomous delivery drones are coming to Michigan in 2024. This one's humongous. It says driverless drones could offer Michigan businesses a faster and more affordable avenue for delivery in the not so distant future. The state recently awarded a $150,000 grant to MightyFly, a California-based drone company, to perform autonomous cargo delivery flight demonstrations in Alpena in 2024. MightyFly has begun talks with potential business partners with its eye on expanding into Michigan next year. I guess things like these grants actually will probably be a big reason why, let's just say, an American company in the US would be the solution provider for these types of things. Again, with things like the DJI political issues and all that, it makes me wonder if it'll be these companies that will rise up in the future. And usually with these drones, one issue is the flight time. How do you keep these things flying for a long time? Bigger batteries, for example, which was kind of interesting when I thought of batteries, because this one was saying how a battery exploded, I guess, in a residential building. It was from a drone, according to this anyways. This one says, Charlotte residential fire caused by battery-powered drone. Estimated damages, $12,000. An East Charlotte residential fire was caused by a battery-powered drone that malfunctioned, the Charlotte Fire Department announced. The fire happened at 1:36 p.m. Wednesday, July 12th in the 400 block Dunlavine Way. Charlotte Fire said as firefighters arrived at the scene, they saw light smoke showing. It took 30 firefighters about 9 minutes to get the fire under control. And ultimately, they were saying the fire was caused because the owner didn't read the instructions, and it makes me wonder how many people actually do this when they power the drone, because it says here, fire officials said the instruction manual for the drone clearly stated while charging the battery pack, the process should be supervised. The charging process should also be conducted on a non-combustible surface. I can see the combustible part, but do people usually monitor the batteries when it's charging? I would imagine a lot of people just kind of leave it. With $12,000 worth of damages, I hope the guy has insurance, huh? And without that, in terms of money, people have to work for it. And recently there was a writer's strike, which didn't shut down the film industry and all that because they were still working with what they had. But I guess now, apparently, actors are gonna go on strike. Here's the official notice. It says here, to all members of SAG Aftra, the National Board has declared a strike of all covered services under the producer SAG Aftra Codified Basic Agreement and SAG Aftra Television Agreements and their related agreements. So for example, they're starting today. They want new agreements for things such as television, new media, talking about things, for example, low budget projects. And for what I've seen online, there were talks about things wanting security from the future for things like AI and so forth, saying how streaming services kind of changed everything. This basically covers a lot of different professions. For example, like they say, acting, singing, dancing, stunts, on camera, aircraft piloting them. That would be like drone pilots and stuff too. So who knows what would happen here, because initially, as mentioned, with the writer's strike, goes more, oh, we can still carry on, but how do you carry on when virtually everyone is going on strike, I guess? Which is kind of interesting because I was reading an article where the plan for the studios is to drag this out so that hopefully, I guess, they put people in such financial stress that they'll just say, okay, just start talking and accept whatever. Because this one here says, studios allegedly won't end strike till writers start losing their apartments. That's cruel, if that's basically the intent anyways. It says, according to a recent Deadline report, the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers is in the strike for the long haul, with a plan to let the Writers Guild of America bleed out before resuming negotiations. The end game is to allow things to drag on until union members start losing their apartments and losing their houses, one source told the trade. This has been going on for a while too, for those who are unaware. 72 days. And it says here, since the writers went on strike May 2nd, studios and streamers such as Warner Brothers, Discovery, Apple, Netflix, Amazon, Disney, and Paramount have received positive feedback from Wall Street in their quest to, as one studio exec told Deadline, break the WGA. According to the report, the studios and streamers have been prepared for the long haul since the very beginning. It's been agreed to for months, even before the WGA went out. One executive said, "Nobody wanted to strike, but everybody knew this was make or break." So it'll be interesting to see what happens now, because again, with so many different people, departments in the industry on strike, it pretty much is a complete shutdown of sort. Whether or not they will drag it out for the long haul, like what this implies, who knows, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Alright, see you guys later.